Good afternoon, everybody. How is all my wonderful subscribers and viewers out there doing today? I hope everybody is having a wonderful weekend. I hope everybody is staying safe on this wonderful weekend. I'm Nikki D, and welcome back to the Nikki D channel. Today, we're going to be doing WWE Top 10 Rivals, Episode 9. Today's episode, we will be focusing on Seth freaking Rollins. So, don't forget to like the video, share the video on social media, and smash that subscribe button so you can be notified of when I drop my next video. Without further ado, let's get to number 10, Sting. Seth Rollins and Sting's rivalry started on the August 24th, 2015 edition of Monday Night Raw, where we was going to see the statue of Seth Rollins, and when it was revealed in the main event, it ended up being Sting under the cloak who came out and ambushed Seth Rollins. And then at Night of Champions 2015, these two went one-on-one with the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, with Seth Rollins retaining. And honestly, seeing this match and seeing this rivalry was a lot of fun. We got to see a new up-and-comer in Seth Rollins go up against one of the all-time greats, WCW legend Sting. And it was next level. These two tore down the house together, and I truly believe Seth Rollins learned a lot from his feud with Sting. Number 9, Kevin Owens. Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens went one-on-one for the Universal Championship at Clash of Champions 2016. They went one-on-one at WrestleMania 36. They went one-on-one on the January 2nd, 2017 edition of Monday Night Raw, and on the August 27th, 2018 edition of Monday Night Raw, they went one-on-one for the Intercontinental Championship as well. These two have gone one-on-one for multiple belts throughout their career. The path that these two men have taken throughout their career has led to them meeting one-on-one against each other on several occasions. And honestly, I am here for it every single time, because Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens both are very talented at what they do. They're very skilled at what they do. And every time they step into a WWE ring, they put on a classic. Number 8, Finn Balor. Seth Rollins and Finn Balor went one-on-one at Money in the Bank 2023, SummerSlam 2023, SummerSlam 2016. They went one-on-one on the March 12th, 2018 edition of Monday Night Raw. And most notably, they went one-on-one in the first ever Universal Championship match. And this rivalry stems off of an injury. Finn Balor became the first ever Universal Champion by defeating Seth Rollins, but during their match, Seth Rollins had injured Finn Balor's shoulder after throwing him into the barricade outside of the ring, and forced Finn Balor to relinquish the championship after 24 hours of holding it. Finn Balor didn't go on to win the championship again for another 7 years, and he blamed a lot of that on Seth Rollins, which is what led to the Money in the Bank match in 2023, which is what led to the SummerSlam match in 2023. So this rivalry is as good as it gets, because the story was told the correct way. Number 7, Randy Orton. Seth Rollins and Randy Orton went one-on-one on the Monday Night Raw on July 27, 2019. They went one-on-one at Extreme Rules in 2015, but more famously, they went one-on-one at WrestleMania 31, which is where we saw one of Randy Orton's best RKOs ever. After Seth Rollins went for the stomp, Randy Orton came in, threw him into the air, and hit one of the most devastating RKOs the world had ever seen at the time. And their rivalry was definitely next level, even when Seth Rollins was with the Authority and he was going and feuding with Randy Orton over the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Rollins is as great as he is today because of his feuds and everything that he has learned with Randy Orton. That much I could see. I see the Viper in him in so many different ways. How he's calculated, how he's cold in the ring, like similar to how Randy Orton was during his legacy era over the McMahons. But Seth Rollins and Randy Orton was definitely the greatest rivalry of 2015. Number 6, John Cena. Speaking of 2015, maybe I should retract my statement I just said to end the last one, because John Cena and Seth Rollins were next level in 2015. John Cena's defended his United States Championship at SummerSlam of 2015 against Seth Rollins, who was defending his WWE Championship, and Seth Rollins walked out double champ. And even at Night of Champions in 2015, John Cena and Seth Rollins tore the house down for the United States Championship that John Cena was trying to win back. These two were definitely similar to Sting, a new up-and-comer getting to face one of the best of his generation, John Cena. And honestly, I loved every second of it. John Cena was so good at being able to sell Seth Rollins and be the good guy, and Seth Rollins was so good at being that dastardly heel that you hate. So, yeah, Seth Rollins and John Cena was a wonderful rivalry. Number 5, Cody Rhodes. Honestly, this rivalry started when Cody Rhodes made an appearance at WrestleMania 38, being Seth Rollins' mystery opponent. But yeah, I know technically it goes back to Goldust and Stardust versus the Shield, but that's the Rhodes brothers versus the Shield. We're talking Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins one-on-one. It really started at WrestleMania 38. They tore the house down. Backlash 2022, about 4 weeks after that WrestleMania 38 event, same thing. Cody Rhodes tore his pec and did one of the most heroic things that we've seen thus far in the 2020s when he wrestled against Seth Rollins for 25 minutes with a torn pec inside a Hell in a Cell match. And honestly, it was an amazing match, probably one of the best matches of 2022 in my opinion, and it just fueled their rivalry so much that you can't talk about 2022 without talking about Cody Rhodes versus Seth freaking Rollins. Number 4, the Beast, Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins went one-on-one a load of times. The 2015 Battleground was a perfect example of these two tearing each other apart. WrestleMania 35, they tore each other apart. Extreme Rules 2015, Brock Lesnar destroyed Seth Rollins. And we can't talk about this rivalry without bringing up WrestleMania 31, where Seth Rollins cashed in his Money in the Bank contract in the Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns feud and walked out champion. It was wonderful. And the way that Brock Lesnar just systematically dissects his opponents and the way that he just tore apart Seth Rollins in this rivalry is really why it's as high as it is on this list. The destruction that Brock Lesnar brought to Seth Rollins was next level, and honestly, it was probably one of the better rivalries of its time. Number 3, Roman Reigns. Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns' history goes all the way back to the moment Seth Rollins betrayed the Shield. These two have gone one-on-one on 9 separate occasions, including the Royal Rumble 2022, WrestleMania 38, and Money in the Bank 2016. The 3 pay-per-views where these two went one-on-one. The remainder of them was either on Raw or SmackDown, but they still went down. And honestly, the mind games in this, we saw it at the 2022 Royal Rumble, where Roman Reigns came out as the tribal chief and Seth Rollins came up dressed like the Shield. It was beautiful. The look on Roman Reigns' face is what really sold this rivalry at the time. And honestly, I'm here anytime WWE wants to open that book and write another chapter, because these two I know with our main event. These two I know will put on a classic, and these two I know will put on a match that I will be talking about for the rest of my life. Number 2, Bray Wyatt. I might be a little biased here about this selection, but the research don't lie. These two went one-on-one at the Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view in 2017. We had the whole Shield versus the Wyatt family, where we saw a lot of Seth Rollins versus Bray Wyatt. The crown jewel can't be stopped for any reason match was actually very good, very entertaining, and it had the right winner in it too. But the only reason why it's not number 1, we all know it's because of the blunder in the Hell in a Cell match that Seth Rollins had with The Fiend. Now, I don't blame that on Seth Rollins. I don't blame that on The Fiend. I blame that on the booking. That was a booking decision that just shouldn't have happened. Let's be honest. But it doesn't take away about how great these two are when they're going one-on-one. It doesn't matter if it's a Monday Night Raw. It doesn't matter if it's SmackDown. It doesn't matter if it's a PLE, WrestleMania. These two will put on a show anywhere, anyhow, and every time. It is box-level entertainment. And it is number 2 on this list. Only 2. Number 1, Dean Ambrose. Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose is such an amazing rivalry they had. They went one-on-one at the Money in the Bank 2016. Basically all of 2016, it was really about Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose. Whether it was Seth Rollins curb stomping Dean Ambrose's head through cinder blocks, or it was Dean Ambrose putting some slime in Seth Rollins' Money in the Bank briefcase and having it blow up in his face in the middle of the ring. Like, these two were next level. Seth Rollins was always about getting his hands on Dean Ambrose, and we know how crazy and psychotic Dean Ambrose really is when it comes to his WWE character. AEW knows him as Jon Moxley, but I'll tell you, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins were 2 main events at the time, and they gelled so well together in the Shield because they both were really crazy and psychotic. And then we got to see it break down in a rivalry. And these two put on moments that I'll probably be talking about with my kids and grandkids one day. That's how great this rivalry was, and why I feel Dean Ambrose is Seth Rollins' greatest rival. And that was WWE Top 10 Rivals, Episode 9, featuring Seth freaking Rollins. Who do you think Seth Rollins' greatest rival is that I didn't mention? Let me know down in the comments below, because that's what it's there for. Don't forget to like the video, share the video on social media, and you made it all the way to the end of the video? What you doing? Smash that subscribe button so you can be notified of when I drop my next video. I hope all of y'all amazing and wonderful people continue to have a wonderful weekend. I'm Nikki D, and I will see y'all next time on the Nikki D channel. Bye, y'all!